Thank you very much for joining us today, Vanessa. And once again, congratulations on your recent OET success. How do you feel about it?
I'm still feeling elated. It feels like I'm one step closer to, achieving my goal, which is to become a registered nurse here in the UK, Scott.
Fantastic. And are you in the UK right now, or are you somewhere else?
Yes, I am in the UK right now.
Ah, whereabouts are you living?
It's Scotland.
In Scotland. What part of
Yeah,
Scotland?
in Dundee.
Dundee. That's quite far
Yeah,
north in Scotland.
I
How
know.
how do you find the Dundee accent?
At first, it was kind of like, what are they saying?
Ah,
It was so difficult to understand them, but it takes a lot of practice, I suppose. So it's like I can understand them now.
fantastic. I can actually hear a slight Scottish
Okay.
accent with yourself. Very little. You'll be speaking like them very soon. I'm over the water in Ireland, so my accent's maybe a little similar. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that you're from Ireland. So yeah, I think there's a quite a similarity with that.
certainly, certainly. So
Mhm.
yep, you've passed the OET exam. You're
Yeah.
feeling great about it. How
Mhm.
many times did you take the OET exam?
This is my second time.
Second
The
time.
first time was 2018.
What was your score in 2018, and what were your most recent scores in comparison?
For my speaking, it was 340,
Mhm.
and my reading was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was 310,
Mhm.
and the listening was 370, I think, and my writing was a bit like not really good. It was 290,
Mhm.
so it wasn't good at all. But thank goodness, I managed to get four B's this time. So I was kind of like over the moon.
Yeah, that good use of that idiom, by the way. Great. So you improved all around and got the score that you needed. Fantastic. And how long have you been studying for your OET exam in total?
And this time it was just 2 months,
Mhm.
almost 2 months. Yeah. At first I was kind of like contemplating if I will take the exam last October, no, 9th of October. I
Mhm.
was kind of like contemplating because I felt like I wasn't ready, and I rescheduled my exam to 21st of November,
Mhm.
and it was almost 2 months. Yeah.
Wow. And
Mhm.
what package were you using here at Swoosh English?
I was on VIP for nurses.
You're a very important person, Vanessa. Very important person.
I
That's
suppose.
great. And what do you think was the most useful part of that package and why?
I suppose everything that Swoosh English offered was very helpful. However, I'd like to highlight the speaking session, which were organized by the STAR students.
Hmm.
They've conducted them every day, which was it greatly helped me to improve my speaking.
Great. And
Mhm.
how about the writing corrections? Did you find them useful too? Because you said that you needed some work with your writing.
Yes, actually, yes. That's one of the I think the best help that Swish English was able to gave me, because of course they are, you guys were professional when it comes to correcting this letters. So I think that's one of the highlights as well.
Well, thank you very much for your very kind words. Do you think you would have passed the OET exam the second time if it wasn't for your VIP package?
I really don't think that I will be able to manage to pass the exam without the help of Swoosh. They taught me how to attack the questions,
Mhm.
especially the mock exams. Yes. Thank you for that question. I will be able to touch the topic with regards to the mock exams.
Mhm.
Scott, as they are exactly the same how they are in the real exam.
Mhm.
It helped me build up my stamina to keep going for 3 hours. So I really do
Mhm.
suggest taking taking the Swoosh English. To be honest, that's what I did the first time in 2018 when I took the exam. I didn't seek for any help, so just did it by myself.
Hmm.
So I really do think that you know you have to seek help for
Yes. Well, thank you very
professionals.
much for saying that, and that's what we agree with
Mm-hmm.
as well. Especially
Mm-hmm.
useful having mock examinations that are like the real exam, and as you say, it's like stamina. It's like, oh, I have
Yes.
to do it. I have to do a 3+R exam all in one row. It can be very, very tiring. But if you
Mm-hmm.
prepared by doing the exams, then you know what to expect on the day, and you'll have an idea
Mm-hmm.
what score you might get as well.
Yes.
So if you're
Yes.
prepared, you're ready to go. You've done the worst part. So
That's
because I think you're an inspiration, I think anyone that passes the exam is an inspiration.
uh-huh.
But you are especially an inspiration, Vanessa, because you're friendly, you're keen,
Thank
you're living in
you.
Scotland, you've learnt the Scottish accent. That's amazing. That's like extra training. Um, what would be the number one thing that you would say to any student who wants to pass the OET exam? What would be your number one piece of advice?
Right. I'd like to quote the advice of Alex, which I saw in one of the recorded videos,
Hmm.
which was imprinted in my mind, Scott.
Hmm.
It goes something like practice hard now, so the exam will be a walk in the park. So
Hmm.
that's what I did. Like while working full time, I incorporated as much studying and practice as I could. So it wasn't easy, you know. In fact, it was very draining and consuming, you know. But in
Hmm.
the end, it will all be worth it. So guys, please keep going and don't give up, you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Vanessa's motivating you, everyone. She's told you what you have to do. She's an inspirational person. Thank you very much. I agree with that.
and take and take the sushi and take the sushi English help, you know.
Well, yeah. Regardless of who you get to help you, the important thing is that what you said is that you have a provider who offers you premium
Mm-hmm.
instruction, but also that you've also highlighted that you have to put in the work yourself. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
combination of all this that
exactly,
will
exactly,
enable you to pass the exam because
exactly.
OET might be difficult, but it's not impossible. It's like anything in life. You
Hmm.
approach it if you approach it the correct way, then anything is achievable, right? So
That's true. Yeah.
OET is finished. You're living in
Yeah.
Dundee. You're a nurse. What's the
Yeah.
next step for you now?
I'm currently preparing for my for the CBT exam.
Hmm.
So hopefully, fingers crossed. I know that it is just the start of a long process, you know, and it is perennial. But don't get me wrong. You have to take the bad with the good, right, Scott?
Right, right, right.
you know, you know that. So I'm really hopeful that after the CBT exam, hopefully, fingers crossed, actually, all's crossed, I will be able to pass it as well. I mean, and then Oscar, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be able to get my pin.
Yeah, very good, fantastic. And do you plan to stay in Dundee or do you plan to go elsewhere?
At the moment, yes, I think I need to, to get proper experience first. So
Hmm.
hopefully, I will be able to get the proper nursing job in the NHS. So
I'm sh- Vanessa, I am sure you will. With your attitude and your
thank you.
friendliness and your ability to show that you've provided what is needed with the OET exam to show that you can be
Uh,
an effective nurse. So fantastic in English, of course. Well done. That's absolutely amazing. It's been very nice talking to you, Dave, and today,
uh,
Vanessa. I
yeah,
I think you're an inspiration
thank
because
you, Scott.
you've told me everything you've done. You did everything
Mm-hmm.
right with appropriate instruction, hard work, good attitudes, and just a go-getter, you know. And you can apply that to
Yeah.
anything in your life, and you
Exactly.
will and you will succeed for sure. So thank you very
Yes.
much for taking the time out of your busy day, and
And thank you.
you're very welcome, and your Scottish accent studies to have a fun interview with me today. I really appreciate your time and hearing what you had to say. Don't be a stranger. Keep following us in Swoosh. We love to have you
Okay.
around and hear from you ever so often.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.